Except time balance, all other properties you can populate using the same method. Only difference being the property tag. So for example, data storage, all the fields called name should be followed by data storage. For consolidation, drag all the names fields called name followed by consolidation. For member formula, it is name followed by member formula. For variance reporting, it is name followed by variance reporting. For 2pass calc, it's name followed by 2pass calc. And then the same way that we did for alias creation, if any property column is missing, you have to add a blank column after name. So let's say for example we are creating it for consolidation, then name has to be followed by consolidation. If any place where consolidation is missing, add a blank column, and then once the information is all populated, then you can go to Excel tab and Excel data tab, and then do a refresh all. Let's see how we can prepare the file for time balance. So only difference for the time balance input uh, sheet preparation is instead of one property, now we have to drag two properties. As you all know, time balance has an associated property with it, which is a skip option, where you can opt for skip missing, skip zeros, or skip both. So in this, you have to drag the field called name, then that should be followed by the field time balance, and then time balance should be followed by the field skip value. Let's see how this is done. So delete the contents of the sheet, then so dimension does not have any time balancing, so continue to the next member. Then the first generation does not have a skip option, so continue to the second generation, and that has a time balance. Even this one does not have any skip option, so continuing to the next one. So this one has a skip value. So once the file is created, you have to make sure that name is followed by time balance and time balance is followed by skip value. So in case if time balancing is missing, add a blank column after name, and in case if skip value is missing, add a blank column after time balance. So in this case, dimension does not have any time balance, so insert one for time balance missing. So this generation does not have a skip value, so insert one column for skip missing. Same here, and that has to be continued till we reach the last member. So when all the columns are in the required format, let us name, time balance, and skip, then you can use the refresh all option in the data tab. the Essbase load, you can click on that generate reference to generate the Essbase loadable form of load. Also, if there's no house for there's no that does not click and make we roll see if there